Hey traders, John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com. In this video we're going to have a quick market update, so let's get into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, let's get straight into it right now. We're going to have a quick market update. Yesterday I put a video out saying the downward movement is likely to start coming last night, and that's exactly what happened. So for you guys that have been messaging me on Twitter saying every time you call the downside it goes up, screw you, buddy. Because I'm actually in a lot of short signals right now and they are all doing really well. So with that, guys, I wanted to share something with you. Yes, I see another down day tonight. I see another down day coming tonight, coming into this level through here. Okay, when we do see that, okay, this is the retracement level. This is the 38. We're likely to get to the 38, you know, a maximum 50%. I see. You can see where the stochastics are. So I can see a pullback coming on the S&P. Same for the Dow Jones. You can see volume. You see where the stochastics are. We're starting to pull back now. Okay. Same with the Russell. We're starting to close back below this support level. So we're starting to get that close back below. We're starting to and therefore, we're likely to see a lot more downside coming through there. And also, you can see the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is likely to have another nice down day tonight. Closing this gap on the Nasdaq. And so that's what I do see for that. Now, let's have a look here. Look at the Dow Jones. Look at the transportation average. Transportation average has stuck around here where most of the other stocks, most other indices have gone up and reached almost new highs. That doesn't look right to me. So, is that a telltale sign? I'm not sure, but it does look like we need more downside to come. I'm seeing gold right now having a bit of a bottoming action, and I do see that gold is likely now get that retracement, and then maybe we're going to have a follow through back down towards these levels through here. So that's what I do see on gold. Now, I am saying that we're likely to get more downside, and we are, but bear in mind, guys, and this is what I am saying, okay? We are in this upward move, so this pullback is just the normal flow of the market. It's not a crash, and I don't believe the market will crash. I believe we might get another 1 or 2 down days, but I reckon by the middle to the end of next week, we'll be picking up and racing to the high side. Now, what makes me say that? Well, what makes me say that is if you look at this pullback, the pullback hasn't been big, but look where the stochastics are. And once again, if you go back and use the stochastics for and you look at these just on this chart here, look at that low point there. That was that low point there. Look at the low point there. That was that low point there. Okay, nothing there. That was a low point there. There's a low point there, and so on and so forth. Okay, so but the magic comes. The magic comes when they all start to get into the oversold. So you look at the S&P, right? The S&P started going here, and then you look at, say, the Dow Jones. Right, the Dow Jones was there as well too, but look at the Russell. The Russell was there too, and also you can see the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq was there too. So what I'm trying to say is that you see where the S&P is, and then you can see where the Dow Jones is. I believe once the Dow Jones and all of the indices start to really get, especially the Dow Jones starts getting down to here, again the Dow Jones, I believe we're likely to see another 1 or 2 down days. But I believe we're likely to hold here. We're likely to create another nice little high trough, and we're likely to race to newer highs, or we're likely to race towards the end of November. And then looking at that November, okay, so you can firstly you can see with the stochastics, right? See with the Nasdaq, the stochastics is pulling back very fast. Same with the S&P and same with the Dow Jones. What is that telling you? When we haven't actually had a big pullback, the stochastics is going here, right? This is just showing you that this move here is likely to be ended really quickly, and then we're likely to pick back up again and then race to new highs. Okay, so this pullback we're getting right now, I believe the buyers are likely to come out of the woodworks towards the sort of the middle to, or sort of somewhere between next week. Okay, somewhere between next week, I believe the buyers are going to come out, and then I think we're going to race to we're basically going to take it off to the high side. We're going to go up for the rest of November. Now, what makes me say that? Well, if I go back in time, okay, and let's go back to, we can't go back to there. Let's actually go back to 2 days and see if I can go back to, alright, cool. So we can go back to here, right, and we have November, alright, we have November, and this November went into December, and the December kept running up, okay? Now, that was 2013, but the last 2 recent years, and let me go back to the daily chart here, because I really want to show you this. The last 2 recent years, what I have seen, even in a bull market, okay, in a bull market, you see November, okay, went into November, ran up, had a big bull run into December, and December then we had a big pullback, okay. So we said we had a dip, we had a run into November, and then we had a pullback. So we see that there. Look what happened. So that was 2014. And yeah, so you can see exactly that's what happened last. See what happened on the Dow Jones. I'm pretty sure this very similar thing happened on the Dow Jones as well too. Yeah, so you can see that there, and you can see by looking at this chart, by looking at the Dow Jones, I've just noticed here that you can see this is the start of December. Okay, so this is 11th. At the start of December here, 2013. Look, we had a pullback, and then we had the Christmas rally. Okay, so we had a pullback for the first, a nice pullback for the first half of the December, and then we had the Christmas rally. What happened 2014, November, December, last year? Where are we here? Here, look, November, we had November to the middle of December, and then we actually had the rally. In fact, if you look at this was the last down bar, which was the 17th of the 12th, 2014. If I go back to here, the last down bar here was the 16th of the 12th, 2013. So if we do get a rally in towards, if the market does pick up the way that I think it's going to do, where we're likely to get a pullback from here, then we're likely to scoop up, and then we're likely to race towards the end of November. If that happens, we're likely to pull back in December for the first couple of weeks of December, and then we're likely to then rally for the Christmas rally coming out of that. So, geez, sounds like a pretty good plan to me. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.